Well, as always, I've already replaced pretty much the whole. I think the rad's the only part of the cooling system I haven't touched, and I broke this bottom drain screw. It's plastic. I can just pull this one out, but it was the bottom of the expansion tank was kind of seeping around this part too. So I'm gonna drain it, pull the expansion tank off, replace this, and bleed the coolant. It's gonna be fun. It's been sealed off with some glue, but it kept on seeping. And of course, now that I have the part, I took the car for a couple drives and it's not leaking anymore. There you go. If it'll focus, maybe not. Half of it's broken off. And I covered it with some automotive glue. So I guess first thing, I gotta crack that loose. There we go. It's pretty much empty. I got this weird little pick tool. Take that off. There's a good seal on that one. Okay. Take the level sensor out. Loop that up over something. And then there's another clip here, another clip here. Can't really see it. And this one right down here. I have to pull all these hoses off, and then I can take this out. There we go. Now, fan shroud's gotta come off. This is a T25 Torx on the passenger side. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be one here. There's a hole for it, but there's nothing to screw it to behind here, so it just kind of sits there. And there's a Torx on the side here. I don't know if I can get that past the headlight. So take this bolt out for the rad. It's this screw right here. I couldn't get past the headlight. The other one's right here, right behind the drain. Here's the old one. I was getting some leaking up around here. Maybe that's the hose, but for new piece, tighter fit, should be okay. I don't recommend. This is an OE aftermarket part. I don't recommend this. BMWs more in particular, maybe European cars in general, the OEM aftermarket parts are generally garbage. and they don't last. So if you can, I recommend finding a genuine BMW one. I couldn't, and being in Canada, any of the legitimate part suppliers like ECS Tuning and Turner Motorsports and all that stuff, I have to pay ridiculous. I have to pay shipping and duties and all that stuff. It takes a long time to ship. So these parts become much more expensive for me than they would be if you lived in the US or in Germany, like in the UK buying something for a car built there. So I went with this, hoping for the best because it's a coolant piece. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I should be okay. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. But yep, they look identical. So we're going to throw this one back in nice and simple and then bleed it and we'll be good to go. That was all of about, I don't know, not even 10 minutes. All right, everything's in. Hoses are all tight. So this is what I've been using for coolant. It was recommended to me from an import shop, well, a Euro shop. So this is what I'm using. It's a 50-50 mix. So I have to fill the cup halfway with water and then halfway with this. The lines are all gone, so I'm just gonna eye it out 50-50. Shouldn't really be that big a deal. And it's gonna take a few times to top it up. Just this is the biggest thing I have, so yeah. So we get it filled up and then we'll get this bled. We're using distilled water as well. All right, case in point. It wouldn't seal around here at all. Just poured everything right out the bottom. So put the original back in and it seals. And I ended up just pulling this. You have to pinch it from the inside to, it's got like a V that goes down to stop the screw from coming out. You pinch that, pull it out. I put it in the other one, and that's what you do with that. So buy genuine parts. Don't waste your money. All right, now we got that done. Just got to button a couple things up, and now we're gonna bleed it. All right. So we're gonna keep filling it up until it starts bubbling out of here, and you're gonna see air coming out with it. And we're gonna go until the air stops and it's just liquid. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, just gonna put the cap back on, push a bunch of coolant out. I'm gonna thread this in. I'll tighten it all the way down and then back it off by about a turn and a half. That's all the way down. It's one turn, about a half. Then I'm gonna start the engine up and You'll see coolant coming out of here for a bit, and then once it's done, you gotta wait for it to cool down. Take the cap off because we're probably gonna have to use the turkey baster to pull some fluid back out so that the level's not too high. All right, bleeder screws tightened down. It got up to temperature, didn't overheat. So now I just gotta wait for it to cool down, pull a little bit of fluid back out with the turkey baster, and we're good to go. So that was kind of annoying that part didn't work, but I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Either way, I got the bleeder screw in the bottom of that piece fixed. So all in all, no more leak, and we're good to go. So that's it for this video. Drop a comment below, like, subscribe. See you in the next one.